Love's journey, from chance meetings to happily ever after.
Introduction. In a world where time weaves the threads of fate, and emotions paint the canvas of human existence, there is a story waiting to be told. A tale of love, as old as time itself, yet always fresh in its uniqueness. In a quaint and picturesque town, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, the stage is set for a romance that will capture hearts and inspire dreams. Allow me to introduce you to the protagonists of this story, Alex and Emily. Two individuals leading separate lives, each with their own hopes, dreams, and idiosyncrasies. Fate, as it often does, orchestrates their encounter in a place so unassuming that it could easily be overlooked, a cozy corner café, where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingles with the sound of pages turning. Alex, a gentle soul with a penchant for introspection, finds solace in the rich depths of literature. The allure of books, much like the layers of his personality, hides treasures waiting to be discovered by those patient enough to delve deeper. He believes in the quiet magic of everyday moments, and his eyes hold a glimmer of curiosity that beckons adventure. Emily, on the other hand, possesses a spirit as vibrant as the wildflowers that dance in the meadows. An artist at heart, she sees the world as a canvas, splashing it with the colors of her imagination. With a heart that beats to the rhythm of her passions, she embraces life's unpredictability with open arms, ready to capture its beauty in her sketches and paintings. Their paths cross one fateful morning, as the sun casts gentle rays upon the sleepy town, awakening it from its slumber. Alex, engrossed in a novel, raises his gaze from the pages just in time to catch Emily's eyes, which are fixed on the enchanting world of her sketchbook. A shared smile bridges the gap between their worlds, setting in motion a series of events that will forever alter the course of their lives. What follows is a blossoming connection that defies expectations. As they bump into each other in the town square, share casual conversations at the local market, and steal glances across the park, the chemistry between Alex and Emily becomes undeniable. Their interactions evolve from mere exchanges to moments of genuine connection, as they discover shared interests, aspirations, and the subtle intricacies that make them who they are. As the days turn into weeks and seasons change, the pair finds themselves on the cusp of a new chapter, a chapter that holds the promise of exploration, vulnerability, and the exhilarating rush of emotions. Their story is a reminder that amidst the complexities of life, love has the power to ignite souls, bridge differences, and create a symphony of hearts that resonate in harmony. So, dear reader, as we embark on this journey with Alex and Emily, let us immerse ourselves in the tapestry of their experiences, witness the evolution of their emotions, and revel in the magic that unfolds when two souls find a connection that transcends time and space. This is their tale, a tale of romance, discovery, and the profound impact that love can have on the human heart.
Chapter 1: The Meeting. In the heart of the picturesque town of Willowbrook, where cobblestone streets led to charming shops and the scent of blooming flowers filled the air, a chance encounter marked the beginning of an extraordinary tale. Alex, a contemplative soul with an affinity for the written word, often sought refuge from the hustle and bustle of life within the cozy confines of Brew and Pages, a quaint café known for its aromatic coffee and well-worn bookshelves. The soft hum of conversations blended seamlessly with the soothing melodies that played softly in the background, creating an atmosphere of serene escapism. It was on a tranquil morning, with sunlight filtering through the cafe's windows and casting warm patterns on the worn wooden floors, that Alex's world was about to change. Seated at his favorite corner table, he nursed a cup of his preferred brew, his gaze alternating between the pages of his book and the people passing by the window. At a table nearby, Emily, a free-spirited artist with an eye for capturing life's vibrant moments, was engrossed in her own world. A sketchbook lay open before her, and her nimble fingers moved deftly across the pages, capturing the contours of the town square and the expressions of those who frequented it. Her focus was so intense that she seemed oblivious to the world around her. Fate, however, had a different plan. As Alex's gaze wandered, it met Emily's intent eyes, and time seemed to pause for a fleeting instant. Their eyes locked, curiosity sparking a connection that transcended the barrier of silence. A bashful smile played on their lips, revealing a shared sense of recognition, an unspoken acknowledgement that two souls had unexpectedly found themselves woven into the same thread of destiny. With the courage born of a fleeting moment, Alex broke the enchantment. He closed his book and, feeling a rush of warmth in his chest, lifted his cup in a silent toast. Emily, returning the gesture with a playful twinkle in her eye, acknowledged the unspoken greeting with a nod, her sketchbook momentarily forgotten. In that instant, an unassuming cafe became the setting for the first chapter of their story. The universe had orchestrated a serendipitous meeting, setting into motion a chain of events that would lead Alex and Emily on a journey of discovery, affection, and heartfelt connection. As they left the cafe that day, their individual paths had converged, and a new narrative was set in motion, one where two seemingly separate lives were poised to intertwine in ways neither of them could have foreseen.
Chapter 2: Sparks Fly. In the idyllic town of Willowbrook, where time seemed to move at a gentler pace and the beauty of nature whispered through every corner, the story of Alex and Emily continued to unfold. The first meeting had ignited a spark, and now, like a slow-burning ember, their connection glowed brighter with each passing day. As the sun painted the sky in warm hues, and the scent of blooming flowers wafted through the air, Alex and Emily's paths began to intersect more frequently. Their initial exchange of smiles and nods had evolved into longer conversations, over cups of coffee, shared glances in the park, and casual encounters on the charming streets. Their interactions were marked by an easy familiarity, as if they had known each other for years rather than just a few weeks. Alex's contemplative nature found a kindred spirit in Emily's vibrant approach to life. He shared his favorite books, and she shared her latest sketches. They laughed about the quirks of the town and reminisced about their favorite childhood memories. One sunny afternoon, the town was abuzz with a local fair. Stalls lined the streets, offering an array of crafts, treats, and games. Alex and Emily found themselves drawn to the festivities, the excitement in the air reflecting their own growing enthusiasm for each other's company. At a quaint booth adorned with colorful ribbons, they challenged each other to a game of darts. Laughter bubbled up as their aim wavered, and their playful competitiveness added a new layer to their connection. With each missed target and triumphant hit, their laughter mingled, creating a melody that felt like the soundtrack to their burgeoning romance. As the fair's lights began to twinkle in the dusky twilight, Alex and Emily wandered through the stalls hand in hand. Their fingers brushed against each other's, igniting a current of electricity that neither could ignore. It was in these simple yet profound moments that they began to realize that something extraordinary was happening between them, something that went beyond friendship and ventured into the realm of deep affection. With every step they took, the sparks between them grew brighter, like stars appearing in the evening sky. Willowbrook had become their shared canvas, painted with the hues of their interactions, and every smile, every touch, and every laugh added a new layer to their story. In this chapter of their romance, the sparks that flew were not just fleeting moments. They were the foundation upon which their love story would be built, an ever-present reminder that sometimes, the simplest connections have the power to ignite the most profound emotions.
Chapter 3: First Date. As the sun cast its warm embrace over the town of Willowbrook, Alex and Emily found themselves at the cusp of a new adventure, a chapter that would be etched in their memories as the beginning of something truly special. The sparks that had flown between them had evolved into a fire of affection, and it was time to take the next step, their first date. In a charming twist of fate, their first date unfolded in the heart of nature, surrounded by the beauty of the local park. With its winding paths, blooming flowers, and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze, the park seemed like the perfect setting for a chapter brimming with possibilities. Dressed in their most comfortable yet slightly nervous attire, Alex and Emily met at a quaint entrance to the park. Greetings exchanged, they embarked on a leisurely stroll, their steps in sync as if they had been walking side by side for years. The air was filled with the symphony of birdsong, a melodic backdrop to their conversation that flowed effortlessly. As they shared stories about their lives, hopes, and dreams, the initial jitters gave way to laughter and easy banter. The awkwardness of first dates was replaced by a sense of familiarity, a sensation that they were rediscovering an old friend rather than meeting someone new. Their hearts danced to the rhythm of their conversation, each word spoken adding depth to the connection they were building. Spotting a charming gazebo nestled beneath the shade of a sprawling oak tree, Alex suggested they take a break. They settled in, surrounded by the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft dappled sunlight that filtered through the branches. With a shy smile, Alex reached into his bag and produced a small, carefully wrapped parcel, a token of his appreciation for this shared moment. Inside the parcel was a vintage book, a treasure that had been passed down through generations in his family. He explained that the book held stories of love and life, and he thought it was a fitting gift for this chapter of their own story. Emily's eyes shimmered with emotion as she received the book, understanding the significance of this gesture, a bridge connecting their pasts and present, a symbol of the narratives they were weaving together. In return, Emily shared a sketch she had been working on, a depiction of the park's tranquil beauty, with the gazebo as its centerpiece. The attention to detail and the emotion captured in her artwork left Alex in awe, speechless for a moment. It was as if she had painted their connection onto the canvas, an unspoken declaration of the importance he held in her life. As the sun began its descent, casting an amber glow over the park, Alex and Emily's first date drew to a close. The shared moments, the laughter, and the tokens of affection had etched this chapter into their hearts, creating a foundation of trust and understanding.
With promises to meet again soon, they parted ways, knowing that this was just the beginning of a love story that was destined to unfold across the pages of time.
Chapter 4: Falling in Love. In the enchanting town of Willowbrook, where the air carried the scent of blooming flowers and every corner held the promise of a new adventure, Alex and Emily's connection deepened with each passing day. What had begun as a spark had blossomed into a radiant flame, warming their hearts and illuminating their path. As their interactions evolved into cherished routines, a profound sense of comfort settled between them. Conversations flowed effortlessly, punctuated by laughter and shared secrets. Their connection was no longer confined to chance encounters. It had become an integral part of their lives. Under the starlit sky, they discovered a mutual love for stargazing. They would lay on a blanket in the park, tracing constellations with their fingers and exchanging stories about the universe and its mysteries. In those quiet moments, it felt as if time itself had paused, allowing them to lose themselves in the vastness of the cosmos and the intimacy of their shared dreams. Their laughter echoed through cozy cafes, as they playfully debated which book character would win in a race, or whose favorite dessert was the most irresistible. Their differences only seemed to enhance their connection, as each discovery, no matter how small, brought them closer together. But it was the moments of vulnerability that truly solidified their bond. They confided in each other about their fears and insecurities, opening up spaces within their hearts that had long been shielded from the world. The comfort of having a confidant who truly understood brought healing and a profound sense of acceptance. One evening, as the sun set in a cascade of warm colors, they found themselves by the town's serene riverbank. The water's gentle murmur provided a soothing backdrop to their conversation, a conversation that would mark a turning point in their journey. With a heartfelt smile, Alex admitted that he had never felt a connection like the one he shared with Emily. He confessed that his heart had found a home within hers. Touched by his sincerity, Emily mirrored his sentiment. She spoke of the way he made her laugh even on the darkest days and how he had become the muse behind her most inspired artworks. She expressed her gratitude for his presence in her life and the way he made her feel seen and cherished. In that moment, by the river's edge, their feelings crystallized into words, 3 simple words that held within them a universe of emotion: I love you. The river carried their whispered declarations away, but the impact of those words remained, etched into their souls. With each passing day, their love deepened. The town of Willowbrook bore witness to their shared moments, each street, cafe, and park bench holding a memory of their blossoming romance. Alex and Emily had found in each other a kindred spirit, a partner in laughter and in tears, and a love that had grown from a spark into an enduring flame, a beacon of warmth and affection that would light their path through the chapters yet to be written.
Chapter 5: Challenges Arise. In the enchanting town of Willowbrook, where love's light had shone brightly, the path of Alex and Emily faced its first significant twist. Life, with all its unpredictability, presented a challenge that tested the strength of their bond and the depth of their commitment. Alex's career, like a gust of wind carrying him toward new horizons, led him to a crossroads. An enticing job offer in a distant city beckoned, a new chapter promising growth and opportunities. The news cast a shadow over their idyllic romance, creating a rift of uncertainty and worry. As they sat by the riverbank, where they had once shared declarations of love, the weight of their impending separation loomed heavy. The sound of the water seemed to echo the swirling emotions within their hearts. With a mixture of sadness and hope, Alex shared the news of his job offer, bracing himself for Emily's response. Emily's face held a mixture of conflicting emotions. While she was happy for Alex's opportunity, the thought of being apart tugged at her heartstrings. She had built a life around their shared moments, and the idea of being separated by miles was daunting. Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as she tried to put on a brave face. She expressed her love and support for Alex's dreams, but her vulnerability was evident. Alex, too, struggled to contain his emotions, torn between pursuing his aspirations and the fear of leaving behind the woman who had become an integral part of his life. In the face of this challenge, their connection faced a critical juncture. Their love, though strong, was met with the reality of distance. Their initial optimism and shared dreams were now clouded by the uncertainty of how they would navigate this new chapter in their lives. With heavy hearts, they made a pact to face this challenge together, even if it meant enduring separation. They decided to take a break from their picturesque town, traveling to Alex's new city to explore his new work environment and get a feel for what the future might hold. The journey, they hoped, would offer insight into how they could continue their love story despite the physical distance. As they embarked on this journey, the challenge that had arisen was a testament to the complexity of love. It was a reminder that even the most beautiful of stories could encounter obstacles, but true love had the power to weather storms and emerge stronger on the other side. And so, Alex and Emily's tale took an unexpected turn, as they confronted the reality of separation with determination, hope, and the belief that their love was worth the challenges that life would inevitably throw their way.
Chapter 6: Distance and Determination. The pages of Alex and Emily's love story turn to a new chapter, one defined by miles and the determination to bridge the gap between their hearts. The town of Willowbrook, once the backdrop of their shared moments, faded in the rearview mirror as they embarked on a journey into the unknown. The bustling city that welcomed them was a stark contrast to the tranquility of their familiar town. Skyscrapers reached for the heavens, and the hum of traffic replaced the gentle rustling of leaves. It was a city teeming with opportunities, yet it also held the challenge of maintaining their connection across the distance. Alex's new job demanded his time and focus, leaving Emily to find her own footing in this unfamiliar environment. The comfort of their shared spaces and routines had been replaced by the need to carve out new routines, new corners of the city that felt like home. Despite the miles that separated them, their bond remained resilient. Phone calls became a lifeline, bridging the gap between their worlds. They shared stories of their days, of the people they met and the experiences they had. And though the physical presence was absent, the warmth of their connection persisted through their words and shared laughter. Weekends became opportunities for reunions, as Emily would travel to the city to spend time with Alex. Their moments together were cherished, filled with laughter, exploration, and the rekindling of their love. Each reunion reminded them why they were fighting to make this chapter of their story work. However, challenges still loomed. The strain of distance and the inevitable loneliness tested their patience and resolve. Doubts occasionally crept in. Was their love strong enough to withstand the demands of two separate lives? But each time doubt surfaced, their determination to make it work burned brighter. They began to cherish the small moments, the stolen glances during video calls, the handwritten letters that carried their longing, and the shared playlists that connected their music tastes across the miles. The challenges had not dimmed their love. Instead, they had become catalysts for creativity, forging new ways to show their affection. In the city that now held their hopes and aspirations, Alex and Emily proved that love could indeed transcend distance. The pages of this chapter were marked by their determination to be each other's support, even when physically apart. Their love story was becoming a testament to the fact that true connection could withstand any trial, that love, when nurtured with care and commitment, could adapt and thrive, even amidst the challenges of a changing landscape.
Chapter 7: Grand Gestures. In the bustling city that had become their new reality, Alex and Emily's love story continued to unfold, marked by moments of creativity, thoughtfulness, and grand gestures that transcended the constraints of distance. The challenges they faced had given rise to a unique kind of intimacy, one built on communication, understanding, and the unshakable belief that their love was worth every effort. As days turned into weeks, Alex and Emily found themselves celebrating their anniversary, an occasion that held a special place in their hearts. Determined to make this day memorable despite the miles between them, they embarked on a journey of grand gestures. Emily, armed with a collection of heartfelt letters, each recounting a cherished memory from their time together, prepared a surprise for Alex. Across the letters' pages, she poured her emotions, the laughter they had shared, the challenges they had overcome, and the dreams they held for the future. Each letter was a testament to the depth of their connection, a reminder that distance could never diminish their bond. On the other end, Alex was busy orchestrating his own surprise. With the help of a local florist, he carefully selected Emily's favorite flowers and arranged them in a breathtaking bouquet. Accompanying the bouquet was a letter, a single page that carried within it his gratitude, his hopes, and the promise of his unwavering love. As the day of their anniversary arrived, their video call was charged with anticipation. Emily's eyes sparkled as she opened her letters, savoring each word as if Alex were whispering them in her ear. The emotions that had been penned between the lines filled the space between them, making the distance feel insignificant. With a joyful laugh, Emily revealed the bouquet that had arrived at her doorstep, a riot of colors and fragrances that echoed the vibrancy of their love. Alex watched, his heart swelling with affection, as Emily arranged the flowers in a vase and placed them on the windowsill. It was as if a part of him had found a home in her new city. Their anniversary became a celebration of their shared history and the potential of their future. The grand gestures they had exchanged were more than just physical gifts, they were manifestations of their commitment to one another. The distance that had once felt like an insurmountable obstacle had become a canvas for their creativity, a canvas they painted with the colors of their love. In a world where their connection was fostered through screens and words, their grand gestures carried a weight that extended beyond the physical. They were reminders of their unwavering devotion, of the lengths they were willing to go to preserve and nourish the love that had grown between them. As this chapter of their story unfolded, it was clear that grand gestures were more than just displays of affection. They were declarations of their dedication to making their love story enduring and meaningful, even in the face of challenges. In their gestures, Alex and Emily found a way to infuse every moment with a reminder that their love was a force that could transcend any distance, any obstacle, and any chapter yet to come.
Chapter 8: Overcoming Misunderstandings. In the evolving tapestry of Alex and Emily's love story, a new chapter emerged, one that explored the complexities of human relationships and the challenges that arise when communication falters. This chapter was marked not only by their shared joys but also by the shadows of misunderstandings that tested the strength of their connection. As their lives continued to unfold in the city, they found themselves navigating the demands of their individual responsibilities. The bustling pace of urban life occasionally cast a veil over their shared moments, leaving room for misunderstandings to creep in. One evening, after a particularly demanding day at work, Emily found herself feeling distant and drained. She retreated into herself, leaving Alex to wonder if he had done something wrong. On the other hand, Alex's long hours at the office led to sporadic communication, leaving Emily feeling neglected and unsure of his feelings. The distance that had once been a physical challenge now manifested in a different way, an emotional distance that clouded their interactions. Their once seamless conversations were now punctuated by awkward pauses and hesitant words. The harmony they had cultivated felt like it was slipping through their fingers. However, amidst the uncertainty, Alex and Emily both harbored a deep desire to mend what had become frayed. Their love was rooted in mutual understanding, and they were determined to confront these challenges head-on. One evening, they decided to meet in a quiet park, a place that had witnessed the unburdened laughter of their early days. The moon cast a gentle glow on the scene, creating an atmosphere of calm introspection. With honesty as their guide, they laid bare their feelings, expressing their concerns and fears. Through their conversation, they realized that their misunderstandings had been born not out of a lack of love but out of a lack of clarity. They had allowed assumptions to fester, and the distance that had once been only physical had grown to encompass their emotions as well. With understanding came a renewed sense of connection. They acknowledged that their love was worth the effort of active communication. They agreed to be more open about their feelings and to address concerns as they arose, rather than letting them fester. This chapter was a reminder that even the strongest of relationships could encounter bumps in the road. Love was not immune to misunderstandings, but the strength of their connection lay in their ability to address these challenges with empathy and a willingness to compromise. As they walked hand in hand through the park that night, the stars above seemed to twinkle with approval. Their love story was evolving, maturing through the ups and downs, and the challenges they overcame were becoming the threads that wove their connection even tighter. In their determination to address misunderstandings, Alex and Emily found a depth of understanding that promised to carry them through the chapters yet to come.
Chapter 9: Happily Ever After. In the heartwarming town of Willowbrook, where love's journey had unfolded amidst the tapestry of life's ups and downs, Alex and Emily found themselves at the brink of a chapter that held the promise of a beautiful conclusion, a chapter that would solidify their love and pave the way for their happily ever after. Their journey had been one of growth, from a chance meeting to overcoming challenges and misunderstandings. Through it all, their connection had deepened, revealing the strength of their bond. As time flowed like a gentle river, they reached a point where their individual paths converged into a shared destiny. One evening, as the sun set in hues of orange and pink, Alex took Emily to the very spot where they had first met, the cozy cafe that had witnessed the beginnings of their love story. There, amidst the familiar aroma of coffee and the soft notes of music, he got down on one knee, his eyes filled with an emotion that words could not fully capture. With a voice trembling with excitement and anticipation, Alex expressed his love for Emily, the way she had brightened his world, how she had stood by him through challenges, and the depth of his feelings that had only grown over time. And then, he asked the question that would mark a new beginning, "Emily, will you marry me?" Tears of joy shimmered in Emily's eyes as she gazed at the man who had become her partner, her confidant, and her rock. Overwhelmed with emotion, she said yes, her heart overflowing with the realization that this was the culmination of their love story, the moment they had been working toward. As they embraced beneath the cafe's soft glow, the echoes of their shared laughter and the memories of their journey seemed to surround them, creating a cocoon of warmth and love. Their journey had been marked by twists and turns, challenges and triumphs, but it was in this moment that they found their ultimate reward. Their wedding, set against the backdrop of their beloved town, was a celebration of love's journey. Family and friends gathered to witness the union of two souls who had grown through the chapters of life together. The laughter, the tears, and the heartfelt speeches were a testament to the impact their love had on the people around them. And so, in the heartwarming town of Willowbrook, amidst the embrace of family, friends, and the beauty of their shared history, Alex and Emily embarked on their happily ever after. Their love story had traversed the pages of chance meetings, sparks igniting, challenges faced, misunderstandings resolved, and grand gestures shared. Their journey had evolved, not only in the intensity of their emotions but also in the depth of their understanding. As they stood hand in hand, looking ahead at the unwritten chapters of their life, they knew that their love was an enduring force, a force that had transcended distance, overcome obstacles, and ultimately found its fulfillment in a promise of forever. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and excitement, they stepped into the future together, ready to embrace whatever adventures and surprises life had in store for them.